Welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial. I'm HelixWave, and today we'll be making this ice farm. To start, we're going to go ahead and get a block ready, and we're going to go ahead and put a lever on that block. We're going to go ahead and power that so our clock does not start. And we're going to go ahead and put 2 sticky pistons down just like that. Off of those sticky pistons, we're going to go ahead and face 2 observers into each other. And then we're going to go ahead and get some regular pistons. We're going to put them right off of that, just like that. This is Ilmango's 15-minute clock. He posted about a month ago on his channel, and I thought it was quite compact and nice, and in my opinion, better than the normal hopper clocks for timing. So now that we have 2 observers facing upwards on each one of those pistons, we're going to go ahead and put a comparator on both of those. Now we're going to go ahead and get a regular block and put it on top of this extended piston head. And then we're going to go ahead and put a dropper on top of that with a hopper facing into that. And then we're going to need a chest on top of both of these, so a double joined chest. And then we're going to go ahead and throw some items in there. How many items is up to you, however long it takes ice to form in your world. I find about a stack, even 2 stacks, depends on how often you want to hear the pistons firing while you're in the area. But so you can see how this clock kind of works. The dropper gets rid of the items faster than the hopper can re-deliver them back to the dropper. So eventually it will run out of items and toggle the state of this comparator, which will set off our entire chain of observers. Just like that. For now, we're going to go ahead and turn that off. And we're going to go ahead and get our observer chain going, just like that. We're going to go ahead and put 2 right off of that comparator. And then facing into this one, we're going to go ahead and drag our observer chain down however far we want it to go. It can be as long as you want it to go. I'm going to go ahead and do it about this size for this tutorial. And then we're going to go ahead and get our regular pistons. And we're going to go ahead and face those up here. 1 block gap here. So you will not need a piston there. So now we're going to go ahead and get some more observers going, just like this. So facing from the other direction. And we're going to go ahead and face some more observers into that, just like that. Then we're going to go ahead and grab some sticky pistons. We're going to put them right on top of those observers right there. Then we're going to go ahead and grab a regular block. We're going to bring that on out just like that. And we're going to go ahead and come out 2 from there. And we'll go ahead and put the one and only repeater in this build right there. We'll go ahead and drag a line of redstone dust just like that with a observer right there. And there we go. So that's your entirety of redstone minus 1 more piece that goes right there. But for demonstration purposes, those pistons right there are going to grab the ice block that will be sitting right here. And it's going to pull them over, and then these are going to fire upwards. Excellent. So now we're going to go ahead and grab our regular blocks, because we need something to hold back the water, because we're going to make our little ice tray. And then we'll go ahead and get this other bit started. So we're going to go ahead and drop that one right there. And we'll go ahead and get another block right there. We actually don't need that block below. And then we'll go ahead and throw another block up there. And 1 more block right above that. Throw 1 back behind here. And then we'll go ahead and grab 1 more behind that. Excellent. So now, go ahead and just drag this line across. We're going to drag this line across. We're going to go ahead and drag this line across. Just like that. So you have this little U shape happening here. Excellent, excellent. So next we're going to go ahead and get some more observers facing up underneath here. This may be easier to do easily, just like this, just like that. And then we're going to go ahead and knock these out, because this is where our other pistons are going to go. So we're going to go ahead and face these up just like this. Excellent. So we're going to need a block over top of this so that your water does not freeze in this position. That's so the ice tray can refill itself completely. And you actually won't need that. Perfect. Then we'll go ahead and get some more pistons just above here. And we're going to go ahead and bring those all the way across just like that. Now you can go ahead and get your water ready. We're going to put some here, all along up underneath this space right here. Now it is going to start freezing, and that's okay. It's what you want it to do. It is an ice farm after all. So our next bit is to actually get these hooked up to where they can all see each other. So after we actually run this one right here, so you'll see how this is done right over here. We're going to pull off of this observer line. We're going to run up and across the back of those pistons to fire those to push. So you can have this go, as far out as you want. Again, we're just going to go just a little ways for this one. So we'll go ahead and whoop, right here and into there. And then we're just going to bring them all the way across the back just like that. Now we're going to go ahead and bring our repeater or our observer line over this way just like this, and we'll throw our other dust right there. Perfect. So now what you should have is that those will fire, those will push over, those will pull, and those will fire back up just like that. So next we're going to go ahead and get the observer chain that fires them in the downwards direction and in the upwards direction. I find it's easier to do the ones that push up rather than down, although down will fill up first. So it will fill up this block first, then it will fill up this block first. And if you mirror that design, same thing. These two bottom ones will fill up first, and then the two top ones will fill up. So from here, we're going to go ahead and grab our observer, and we're going to go ahead and face one more observer into this. Then we're going to go ahead and go up by 3, just like that. Then we're going to come out 9 from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Excellent. Now we're going to go ahead and get observers across all of these. Alright, now that you have your base layer of observers in, you're going to skip 2 from the side. We're going to go ahead and put, you got it, even more observers. We're going to go ahead and face those in to this one just like this. And once you have that done, we're going to go ahead and take some pistons, and we're going to go ahead and set those right across here. So for each one of these observers, we're going to go ahead and set a piston right on top. Excellent. So now we're going to do the same thing, but instead of actually having to do another set of observers facing the opposite direction, all we have to do is put pistons on the underside, just like this. And we're going to go ahead and bring these all the way over. Excellent. So now you have almost the rest of it done. So what we're going to do now is we're actually going to go ahead and build up a little bit of an overflow so we can connect this part up here. To do that, we're going to go ahead and just put some temporary blocks down right there. Again, I'm using observers because I'm in creative, but we're actually going to knock these out right here. So when ice moves up and then over, it's actually going to trigger and send a signal up this line up there, and that way it can push more blocks over to this one. It'll be firing unnecessarily at first, but eventually it'll keep it from backing up all the way. That way it can actually feed them properly. So our next bit is we're going to go ahead and grab some more. More observers going this way, so we can detect when they're actually getting pushed up even further. So once this hits push limit going this way, and it can push over no further. So this will go up, right? And then we'll go ahead and push over. Oh, sorry. We'll get pistons first. That's why. Nope. Regular pistons. Right. Like this. And then we'll get our observers going. So now, anytime ice gets dragged across here, that'll fire as well. And once ice gets pushed up and it hits its push limit and it drags across there, it'll do the same up top for this one to push it over. So we're going to go ahead and come up 3 from right there. I'm going to go ahead and grab another piston, just like that. And then across the top, we'll go ahead and we'll get those in just a second, but we're going to go ahead and bring our piston line over. And of course, you'll want to fill in all of your observers so that they're 3 high here. Are there cheaper ways to do this? Absolutely. But where's the fun in that? We're going to go ahead and pull our line up from here and pull this over. And then we're going to grab an immovable block. We're going to go ahead and put those just across there. Believe it or not, that is it. That is everything you need to actually do this farm. You just simply mirror it on the other side. If you mirror it, you'll want to make this 1 more block deep so you can use the same water source again, right? And you'll need to still put another covered water source right there. And of course you'll need a block back there. So that one to keep it from actually freezing over. But that is it, ladies and gentlemen. This is one half of the actual quad farm. Again, you just mirror it to get the other one. To test this one, there's your test button right there. So that's going to push those, and it's going to move them forward. And now our next round will actually push those out this way. So we can simulate that if you like. And now we'll just go ahead and turn it on. Again, as soon as this dropper runs out of items, it'll fire again. And we'll have, just a couple more pieces that'll come through. So as these lines fill up, they will stretch across here, just like this. And for the sake of demonstration, and then all of your ice will start lining up just like that. Same goes up top. Once this backs up completely and it hits push limit, that's when it's going to start pushing them up and up and up until it hits this piston, and then they're going to go over and they'll hit push limit again, and they'll just keep getting pushed up until they're completely backed up. And you can repeat this as much or as little as you want. This has been HelixWave with another Minecraft tutorial making the insanely expensive ice farm with mostly observers. Stay tuned for more tutorials, and if you like Let's Plays, check out the channel. Give a like, subscribe, leave a comment. See ya!